Okay, so, if you missed the last lesson, we basically went over, just a very, very, very quick recap, an explanation for how you find these letters and what you can actually do with them once you're there. So for those who've missed it, these are letters, and these 5 notes don't have letters. What they have are just these kind of little middle things you can do, of where you can take the note and step it over and make it sharp, sharp, or you can bring it down and keep making things flat and flat and flat and flat as a pancake. And that's, a lot of people, when I've explained it to them, they go, that's cool, I could easily do that. But the process of actually getting that in your head is really more one of those, can I actually make myself do this for 15 minutes to half an hour a day kind of thing. Other than, instead of, it's not hard to learn. Well, no, I would say it's not hard to understand, but it is hard to learn and kind of get into your system. So this is what we're going to focus on here. So what I like to do is break this down into kind of all the different uses your brain is going to be needing this at. So the first way that is really going to help you is building your vocal association to these things. And that's just basically, you want to be able to say these letters in some sort of order. It's really, we're very used to the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's just not kind of how it is. We have to bend our brains a little bit and just get used to be saying C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And you almost want to kind of turn it into a tongue twister. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C, A, B, G, A, F, G, E, F, E, D, E, C. C, F, D, G, E, F, A, G, B, F, E, D, C. And this is kind of what we're aiming for. You don't even have to be playing the letters at this, or playing anything at this point. It's more about just being able to say it. And this is why I like to have one of these around. Just for the first little bit. And what this does is just kind of gives you kind of like the cheat sheet to work with. And you use this cheat sheet to, when you're slowing down or when you're getting stuck on something, you have something to quickly give yourself the answer and get back into this flow that we're trying to work on it. And what we're trying to work on is the rhythm and the comfortableness of just mucking around with the system. So then the next step would be add this little thing in, and then go, okay, fine, C, G, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. You'll notice that E and F don't have a sharp or flat, and B and C don't have a sharp and flat. So if you want to get it really fast, you gotta start learning how to aim for not saying sharp here and saying sharp here, or flat here and here. But it starts becoming a tongue twister of C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D, D flat, C. And putting this into kind of little tongue twisters in your head helps you find the note in your head and then train your mouth to say it's blah, 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 blah. And I would say this would be 15 minutes a day for about a week or 2 weeks. And after that, it's pretty much in your head. I find I have to return to it maybe once a year, just kind of goof around with it. Or if I've had a long day, I'll just kind of, actually, I find it very good for anxiety, of just kind of finding something else to process in my head to move away from my bad thoughts. It's just this fun little thing. The next thing you can do, thing number 2 to mess around with yourself is start getting your hands kind of in on the game. And it helps to have someone else beside you, and if not, I recommend just getting a book. or sitting down and writing an entire page of these random notes, and just starting from the top and going. You can start off with one note at a time. C, E, and this is all what you're trying to do. It's just G sharp, E flat, A, D, and you're just trying to be able to get this as fast as possible. G, E flat, D flat, C sharp. Yeah, you can just keep messing around. B double sharp. Try throwing yourself on some curveballs, and all what you're trying to do is find any letter name, and then almost time yourself for how fast can you get to those notes. And again, that's 10 to 15, I would even say 1 page a day. Like one of those little things, 1 page a day, and by the time you're done the first chapter, you start seeing how getting in there is more about hitting it in the back of your mind over and over and over again, so you don't want to be thinking about it by the time you're done. The next one, which is kind of one of my favorite, this is how you build one very easy way, kind of how to fake perfect pitch and train your audiation. And this is a fun little game you can play during the entire day. And what you do is you pick one note, and then you sit and you listen to it for a good minute or something. You just kind of take it in and you listen to it, and then without playing it, you sing it, and the letter name. G, 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 G. And then you wait for 4 hours, go off, do something else, leave. And then come back and see if you still have it in your head. G, G, G. Even there, I was a little sharp. Or maybe this thing's a little flat. It could be both ways, but I was close, and that's kind of what you're trying to aim for. And that's something I do, when I started, I would do this in the morning, and then test myself before I went to school, and then test myself again when I got back. And again, that's something that you can just kind of muck around and see how, how your ears are actually taking these things in. And spending some time with your ears, just picking one note at a time and being like, yeah, that's an E, that's an E, that's an E, that's a cool, yeah, E, man, E. And finding games of keeping yourself sane while doing these really boring and menial tasks are going to be a big help. And then the last thing that you want to do it is kind of actually learn how to take your eyes out of the equation. So once you've kind of messed around with all this kind of stuff, what you actually want to do is you want to blindfold yourself and then go, okay, I want to find E. So I need to find two notes, these little two guys, and then just, yeah, and then I go and check. Yes, definitely E. Okay, so let's try finding A flat. Alright, now I'm not gonna look. I need to find 3, and then, yep, there we are. And right there are 4 games that you can easily play. Spend 15 minutes a day just goofing around with this concept, because it's not hard as much as it is getting the time in and not losing your mind in the process. Let me know what you think of this one, and next time we'll move over to solfege, where we have to actually look at all of this backwards. Thanks for listening. See you soon, guys.